Hello everybody, it's day 8, and one of the babies is here, and one of the babies is here in the playpen with the flap open, of course. And Agita has spent most of the day family time with us here in the hall, but a little while ago she wanted to go into her room, so Agita is now in her room. She was, last I checked, she was in her pink tent, but now she's there, okay, the floor, So, last night, I actually did some reading. I stayed in the kids. I checked car ads. Energy is going more towards the car ads. Still nothing really more appealing than the Acura. I don't think I'll buy it, but so far it's the one that appeals the most. I just really like that car. But anyway, so check car ads, did some reading, watched some Netflix. And then the babies came and settled with me very nicely at night and in the morning. Both of them were cuddled with me, We got up early, had some family time with Agita, and then went back to bed. They cuddled with me, and then I moved to Agita's room, and Agita settled on the corner of her bed, and then she even came and climbed on my chest for, 3 or 4 minutes and purred. So, that's the kids are really stepping up their game, as I said before, and they seem to be appreciating the fact that, I've made it 8 days clear. So all that is good. And then I started doing a little bit of, vacuuming and stuff today. Now, today, my cousin, niece, I call her niece, but really cousin, and I sometimes go back and forth. I mean, technically, she's not my niece because they don't have any brothers or sisters, but she is my first cousin's daughter. So I think in English you would say second cousin or first cousin once removed or something weird. But I usually call her niece or cousin. These days, call her cousin more. But anyway, my cousin niece is coming over to help me start decluttering. And the first thing to be done is that. That mess in there, the solarium. And she's bringing some garbage bags and, so, and a lot of this stuff, like, I think most of the plants are dead and can be thrown, and the the vacuum cleaners are not working, so they have to be thrown, and those old lamps, I'll probably just take them to the house and store them in the garage or something, so I'll load them in the Pacifica. And I need to get this one done first because they're coming sometime over the next couple of weeks to retrofit the window vents. I never open them. And you have to push them right at the bottom. You have to push them, they open outwards, and this has drop. Now, there are vents, screens. But there's only that. It's not enough for anyone to actually go through, or even for a cat to go through. But still, I don't like the fact that you open it and you can look straight down through the screen. And but they're going to come and they're going to, I guess they'll check the screens, and I'm quite happy about that. Make sure the screens are in place and are firm, and they're going to do the weather stripping around them. I think they might even replace these things themselves. These actual, they might, So they're going to be doing all of that, but they're going to need to access. There's 3 vents in that room, which right now it's going to be a little hard to change. So my cousin niece is coming to help. At least gets me started. At least a lot of these plants and things. Most of the plants just have to be thrown. So we'll have to figure out what to do with them, and maybe load up the Pacifica for my next trip. So as long as they can and if we can actually clear this thing up a bit, it'll give a little bit of extra space, Agita can even go. She keeps wanting to go into there, but there's nowhere to go, So anyway, that's the plan. She got a little delayed at work, which is fine. I mean, she's coming to help me, and she said, "You don't mind if we go late?" And I said, "Fine." And there's no problem at all. And really, I just want her to get. It's just overwhelming. Every time I walk past that and I look at it and I go, I should start cleaning that, and then I just go. Maybe not. It's just overwhelming. But if she comes with the garbage bags and we start loading up carts and start taking stuff down to recycling or to garbage, then I can continue, hopefully, over the weekend on my own, And she also has a cleaning lady who, we're going to arrange for her to come and start cleaning. So that's while I'm waiting for my niece, I really should, do a little bit more cleaning and organizing, but I think I'll just look at car ads, relax with the kids, maybe work on journal entries. I have been working on journal entries. So that's what's happening. Day 8, So, and as a friend of mine who I told about what's going on, the car hunting and, starting to declutter, she was saying that these are good pushes. And the decluttering, if I get started, if I actually start moving on it, yes, it could work as a push, Right now, it's just kind of more stressful, which adds to the pull side. So, but if we can actually get to, my niece helps me get started, and then I start moving on it, yes, that can be a push, And the car hunting, I'm still looking at the ads. There's no harm in looking at the ads, and and sort of comparing the ads that I see to the one car so far that really appeals to me, that I've seen and that I like. But I really don't need it. That's the only thing. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If it's still there and the price comes down and I find out I can get, it'll qualify for collector's insurance, I'll have to make the case, and I might be able to. It's not on their list, but there's only 7 of that models for sale in all of Canada. It's quite rare. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. So I'll show you. I'll tape again after my niece leaves in the evening or tomorrow, and I'll show you if there's a dent. If we're able to make a dent on that. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and my cousin niece came at about 8, and we worked mostly her, but I was holding open the garbage bags and helping boxes. But you won't believe what this, I think I showed you what this room was like before. There was stuff up to here. You couldn't go in. There were empty boxes from my parents' collection, which are now all in the Pacifica. They're going back to the house for storage. And there was junk and garbage and broken stuff, and most of these plants have to be thrown, but you couldn't walk in there. It was like boxes and boxes and junk, but look at it. And now Agita has gone in and she's claimed this room as her own, and if she wants to be left alone rather than going to her own room, she can go here, and I can just open it a little bit. If she wants to open it, she can. And the babies, they know she's in there. They tried to, and we had stuff all over the place, and there's like old phones are coming out, and the stuff is coming out, and I don't know if I showed you I've shown you the closet before. This closet you could not go in. It was stuff it was up to the top, but now. And I just put these things back in, like wrapping paper and a couple of boxes, and some of the stuff can go to the house and storage. And I discovered 2 or 3 vacuum cleaners. I had a vacuum cleaner back there which I couldn't access, so I just went and bought another one. But now I can access right to the back, and it was empty. I just put the stuff back in, But it's manageable now. I can tomorrow. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I don't want to be doing a lot of vacuuming right now. But this is, a huge decluttering project, and huge thanks to my niece, because I could not have started this. Now, there's still, and I'm going to start this on my own. This, one of the babies is using the litter box, but we've still got a bit of a situation in this closet, But having done that one, I think I have the courage now to begin this, So anyway, that's been my, this is a major rechanneling, decluttering, and all kinds of stuff have come out of there, and it's if we had this a little while ago, when Agita didn't want anything to do with her brothers, she could have gone into there. She's quite happy in there, And I'll open it a little bit, and I don't think the babies are going to go in. And if one of the babies tries to go in, she'll she doesn't want him to go in. She'll hit him from the little gap. So, but and if she wants to come out, she can. So tomorrow, this is 3 o'clock in the morning, and we went out for wings. We just went to a nearby Fork and Pub, and and I had calamari and shrimp. So tomorrow, at least. This is a huge thing, huge. So tomorrow I can start, moving on some of these other things, and we've loaded up a lot of stuff in the Pacifica. So on the next trip, it will just be, I'll put it in the storage garage out there, or So anyway, look, Agatha's very happy, and she has claimed this room as her own. solarium. Anyway, from the at one point, one of the babies, I think it was Finn, got a little traumatized because all the stuff was going on, and they're not used to this. They're not used to stress, and they're not used to this idea of stuff being moved and boxes and so he went and hid behind there, and we were going out to eat, and I didn't want to leave him with stuff everywhere and broken glass and stuff. So I tried to grab him, and he didn't like it, and then he got really upset, and he accidentally scratched me because he was very traumatized. Poor thing. They're such sweet, gentle creatures, but but I got him up, and I was trying to get him into his room to safety, So and his brother was already in here. So, but now they're readjusting, and they're playing, and they're hiding behind this and they're hiding behind that. So they know how I feel about them. And as I told my niece, the world knows, sweetheart. I wouldn't go in there because it's your sister's private space. Come. Do you really need to do this? Do you really need to do this? Anyway, so from 1, 2, 3, and myself. Bye for now. And I've got stuff to keep me busy tomorrow. This is a good rechanneling project. Anyway, bye for now. Good morning, everybody. I guess it's day 9. And Agita was in her room at night with the door open as usual. But it's morning now, and she's got into the solarium now that you can actually go in there. And I've opened the door a little bit. She can come out if she wants. But, she knows that she's safe from her baby brothers, and they can come play with her. They can stick their paw in the gap, and she can hit the paws, which is for them a game. And the place is still a mess. The babies, as I said, one of them got very upset last night, with all the... One has gone into Agita's room. Now the other one, no, we don't need both of you in here. Now you want to come out? Come. Agita's in the solarium, and doesn't mean that you're going to occupy her room. So right now we have one baby is occupied Agita's room, but I've shut the door. They don't like shut doors, so he's going to want to come out in a couple of minutes. Agita is quite happy in the solarium. She can come out if she wants, but she doesn't want to come out. I put her bed in there, so and the door is open that much. She can come out if she wants, and the babies are not going to bug her because they're too busy here, And you want to go to the pantry? You can actually go into the pantry now. Look. And I actually climbed up on a stepladder because I could access the stepladder. The stepladder was back, it's kind of gotten hidden again. I just put some of the stuff back in, but it's nothing like before. It's just like the wrapping stuff, and I can move things around and eventually get things onto those shelves. But before, it was stuff literally jam-packed up to about here, up to there. It was like I think I showed you pictures before. So, but thanks to my niece, we've got some space there, and the biggest thing of all is a solarium, because now, when they come to do the window vent work, they can actually access it. I just have to remove those old kind of dead plants. And Agita has got another kind of sanctuary. She can watch her brothers from inside, and she can have a bed in there, and I can put her. So this is like her summer residence, her second residence, and she can feel safe in there because and I can, if I do it like that, she can still get out if she wants. And if one of the babies tries to get in and she doesn't want him to come in, she will not let him in. So she's getting a little bit more of a sanctuary. But now they've invaded her room, so we have to see what's happening. One is here. Today is going to be more decluttering. Now that my niece has got me started, I'm going to continue it. You're not going to stay in there all day. Got a little bit of dried salmon there, and I put it there. See what he's doing? He's trying to get it back. No. If you eat it there, then I can't grab you. You have to come here. See how clever he is? You can't pull it back and eat it under the bed. You have to come here so that I can pick you up and get you out of this room. By the way, this is what, one of them yesterday, I told you I get scratched, and where is it? there, but I don't mind at all. I don't know if it was this one or the other one, but he was, with everything that was going on, he just get really panicked. He got panicked. He didn't know, and he wasn't used to seeing other people and all that moving stuff and the packing, and he was in the corner, and I was trying to get him into his room, and he just panicked. Was it you or was it your brother? I think it was your brother, actually, but it doesn't matter. Everything was fine. They're now up to all kinds of mischief. They're occupying the sister's room, and then they found a thing of chocolates. And cats are not supposed to eat chocolates, but they found there's like a chocolate eggs that came out from somewhere, and they, yes, good. You go out. Exactly what it is. Good. There. Good. Out. Everybody out. Okay, good. At least it's keeping them busy, So I think they might have eaten a tiny little bit of chocolate, but I'm always very cautious. So I threw out the eggs, and I was talking on the phone to my father, and then and Agita was in here, and I saw that they were playing with the Easter eggs. They came out of somewhere during the cleaning, and they were in a mesh bag, and they took them out, and they were like little balls, playing with them, and then they semi-ate one. I mean, I think it's a small piece. They were like chewing on it, but I think it was a tiny bit of chocolate they might have eaten. And milk chocolate should be okay, but I'm just going to watch them to make sure they don't have diarrhea. So this is like fun and games, we got, but anyway, the big thing is that solarium is cleared. Okay, bye for now. See, I told you that Agita is not going to let them in. He was looking, but she's sitting by that thing. She's watching them from the glass, but she's, I think that the solarium thing will work very nicely for Agita when she wants. This is a kind of a semi-family time. It's not a total family togetherness, but it's family togetherness time that Agita feels comfortable with. You know what I should do? I should get this thing replaced with a screen. And then she'll feel more part of it. And, whenever she wants to come out, she can come out. I mean, the door's open, But one of the babies are watching. Anyway, now that my niece has got all this started, I can, that crystal is broken. I have to take that down and throw it. And, and I have to tidy up here. And I have to continue with the decluttering. And I have to vacuum. And I have to, I have to feed the kids and everything. And at night, now, sweetie, yeah, don't go in. Just, no, that much, no. You can stick your paw in there, and she'll hit it, and it'll be a game. So that you can do. Yeah, why don't you stick your paw in here. Anyway, it is nice to have this extra real estate, this solarium, where it's going to be reclaimed land. Yes, I knew. And you're going to get hit, you know that. See, look at that. It becomes a game. I knew this was going to become a game for her, This is a game. But it's relatively safe, now, so I'm going to do some decluttering and all of that stuff, and just in Europe there, just don't find any more chocolates, And there was a thing of it was a vase with those chocolate eggs which they had knocked over. So anyway, today is this is the next project. As a friend of mine said, another rechanneling project. So it's the decluttering, and the getting the kids used to the kind of reclaimed spaces and all of that stuff, and making sure you guys don't eat chocolate, Okay, bye for now. See, there was a bunch of these. I found them on the floor. There was a mesh bag, and there was one or two that they had managed to see. Look at that. And now the other half is there too, so they didn't eat it. I found the other half, but they might have chewed. You see, it's chewed. So they managed to get the wrapping off, and but the other half is there. It's not eaten. So, but there are chew marks. So they might have ingested a little bit. But as far as I know, milk chocolate, a little bit is okay. Just make sure they don't get diarrhea. But they didn't eat the whole thing. I think they know that much, And as I said, the other half is in there somewhere in the garbage, so I got to throw all this out. You are monkeys. You are. Yesterday, one of you was so terrified, and now you're up to all kinds of mischief, and I don't mind at all as long as it's not mischief that could harm you. Don't eat chocolates. I love you too, and Agita so much. Can't tell you, You know that. And that night they came and they cuddled. They were extra cuddly. Everything that was going on, and one of the guys slept on my arm on the scratches that they made. So they created the scratches, and then they helped heal them by sleeping on them. Anyway, this is your handiwork, and I have a couple of really deep scratches here too, because when I picked them up, I have it here on my stomach. So anyway, so this is the next project, rechanneling of energy, and it's keeping the kids busy. Agita seems to like her additional space. Her own private space is now expanded. She's got her own room, and she's got this one. So she's got two spaces. It's like city and country. Anyway, bye for now. Turned my back for a second. I was just on the sofa replying to an email, and eating fake flowers. Now, I think fake flowers are probably going to be better for you than chocolates. They're not really real. Why didn't you, sweetheart, you're getting the sweeties, Daddy's got to clean up this room a bit more. See, you guys have to come out. You haven't had brunch. Why did you, sweetie pie? This is like, no. Dad, we were going to throw these out last night. We should have thrown them last night. Anyway, come on. Out. Come on. This is really your sister's room again. This is the same kind of thing. You're invading her space. And I've got to clean up this a bit more before it becomes cat safe. Anyway, come to the solarium. Come. It's like, they talk about herding cats. Anyway, never a dull moment. What's your tail? Okay. Bye for now. Look at this. Agita is willing to share her newly, rediscovered solarium, or reclaimed, I guess, her newly reclaimed solarium with her baby brothers. She's not freaking, and they're don't eat the plants, sweeties. I don't think that's probably good for you. But, look how nicely, And they also know that I'm vacuuming and cleaning and tidying, so they realize that's kind of a safe place. And I'm doing more. My cousin got me started. My cousin niece got me. Niecousin? Whatever. My niece cousin got me started. So now I'm just continuing with this, It's amazing. I can actually see space in the pantry. I can use it. I can start cluttering it again. It's starting to pile up, but I can still access. I can still put things, and I can get bags from there. And I know where the things are. Maybe those Christmas wrappings can go to the house. I don't really need them now. To go to storage. Another 8 months. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. It's me again, the Nightly Professor, and I have been continuing with the decluttering, cleaning, vacuuming all day. It hasn't made a big dent, but, getting there. And right now, we are in another level of family time. One of the babies, not sure which now, Finn, is settled on the sofa next to me. Actually, they very rarely do this. One is settled on the sofa next to me. One is settled in the playpen with the flap open. Just went in, settled on the pink bed. And Agita is on her perch. Now, earlier, Agita had been in her new spot, the solarium, with the door mostly shut, and the babies were watching her from inside, from here. And babies have been in the solarium. The solarium is sort of, Agita's second safe spot, but the babies do go in occasionally. And right now, it was like, Agita wanted to come out of the solarium. So I said, you might as well come and, have some family time all together. And I wasn't expecting this, I wasn't expecting a baby on the sofa, which I'm very, very happy about. And I don't know if you can see, you can see a little bit more carpet than before, and I did vacuum. And the pantry is... there's stuff going back in it, but you can still access. I mean, the vacuums are there. I can get to that end if I need to, which I could not have before, and oops. And I started excavating here, You can see a little bit of the freezer now, So I've started a little excavation in this corner. We've got to do it slowly, And you can actually see there's a little bit of white visible here now, which there wasn't at all before. Before the level was up to about here, and I started excavating today, and we're down to here, and there is some counter space visible, and there's quite a bit of counter space visible here too, And I threw out some of the empty treat containers. So we're getting there, slowly. And I cleared some of the stuff from here that had to go down to, garbage or to storage. And the solarium is now, it's usable. It's now a second space for the kids. Mostly for Agita, but the babies do make use of it occasionally when she isn't in there. Or they sit out here. And they watch her, and she feels very safe in there behind the glass on her thing. And I keep it open a little bit so she can come out if she wants. Now, this one is... And here I am back on the sofa. He was, because he was opening the door to the solarium. He thought, maybe he could go in. So now he's heading that way. Sit on the sofa, sweetie. You don't have to go anywhere. Come here. You've got up. Okay. Anyway, so this is family time. I'm going to edit post. I was going to go out to eat Tibetan food, but I don't think I've got the energy after the day of cleaning, and I'm going to make a journal entry, and I'm just going to stay in with the kids. I'm going to edit and maybe post this or post it tomorrow. So, and I might order a pizza. I haven't had a pizza in a long time. So anyway, day 10, I think. Day 10? Yeah, day 10. So it's moving. My friend from out of province said, be 4 of us. So from one baby, Agita, and second baby. So from 1, 2, 3, and Daddy makes 4. Day 10. Bye for now.